maybe the original animation was a little bit limited in its time.
Yeah,
you know,
for
it
sure.
is a little bit
It is
older
an
at this
older
point.
movie,
Yeah.
and it's still beautifully looking.
Yeah, sure.
But definitely, it is always with animation. You are limited by the technology.
It is a little bit lacking compared to modern animation.
Yeah, of course, because we've come a long way.
Yeah.
Like even in like a few years, you come a long way in animation, and you can render greater things with greater detail and greater physics. So that does make a lot of sense.
But what I mean is the animation of How to Train Your Dragon. It's not as timeless as something that came out maybe similar time period or before.
Don't say Toy Story; it's fucking ugly.
No, Toy Story is ugly as well. I feel like 2000 really had a difficult period because the 2D to 3D kind of transition that happened there. Even though How to Train Your Dragon is that 2008?
Yeah, it's like that.
Something like that.
But we still have some really good-looking movies. I think How to Train Your Dragon included. From
no,
that
it
time, right?
definitely looks good, but I feel like I have the same issue with something like Incredibles that came out maybe the year before or 2 years before.
Yeah,
It is pretty grey looking. That is, although pretty mean, like it's pretty intentional in that movie because they want to show the boring life of Mr. Incredible.
in some ways, but
it's
obviously
a little bit stale, a little bit.
that type of animation. I still think early or like mid 2010s or whatever, like 2008, 2007, right?
Yeah.
That's where we get to a point where animation is good enough that these movies they still look good, right? They kind of hold up. Like
100%.
Incredibles, you can watch Incredibles, and it's not it's obvious that it's an old movie.
Yeah.
But
That's where Toy
it's still
Story,
a lot
I
of
have a
clarity,
tough-
right? Visual clarity.
Yeah,
Right. The animation works.
That's why I have a difficult time with Toy Story, like you brought up, because
Yeah.
that movie is clearly lacking, in my opinion. When it comes to
Obviously,
animation.
like the animation, you can
That's
see.
like 99.
Yeah, exactly,
Right?
that
So
is-
you I really feel it, and even like something like you feel it in Shrek as well. But
Yeah.
Shrek is so ironic, it kind of works.
It kind of ish works. Yeah.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Because
you can
it's
watch.
just that type of movie that
Yeah.
it almost the worse the animation, the better the movie.
Yeah. No, Shrek really does. Work, doesn't it?
That's why the people
Whereas,
reacted so hard to the Shrek 4 trailer.